To ease your local election headquarters, and this morning, U.S. Representative Nancy Mace officially announcing her bid for South Carolina governor, becoming the 5th Republican to enter the race. News 2's Emma Charles attended the event and has more on Mace's promise to voters.
Representative Nancy Mace has formally announced her run for governor today at the Citadel, saying she'll put South Carolina first.
I am running to be your governor of the great state of South Carolina.
Mace made the announcement bright and early at the Citadel's Capers Hall, a place with significance to Mace as she was the first woman to graduate from its Corps of Cadets.
I remember my parents, my mom, my dad dropped me off at the barracks here at the Citadel. I asked for a hug. My dad shook my hand. And he said, "Don't call home if you want to quit."
Since then, the single mother and former Waffle House waitress has come up in South Carolina politics, first serving in the State House before moving on to Washington, where she served as the representative for South Carolina's 1st congressional district since flipping the seat in 2020, and now hopes to come back to South Carolina as governor.
South Carolina is tired of politicians who smile for the cameras, lie to your face, and then vanish when it's time to lead. I'm not one of them. I'm running for governor because South Carolina doesn't need another empty suit. It needs a governor who will fight for you and your values.
Promising in her campaign speech to restore law and order, implement a 5-year plan to end the state income tax, to protect women and children, improve education statewide, and completely overhaul the South Carolina judicial system.
It's important that you have a governor who understands the laws and how they're implemented, how they're followed, and how they're not followed. And so I'm going to be very involved in every process of policy. I wrote those boards, and I'll be writing a policy handbook myself because I'm that passionate about South Carolina.
She's seeking to replace Republican incumbent Henry McMaster, who will be term limited in the 2026 election. McMaster has not announced an endorsement for his replacement yet, but Mace telling me today she has spoken to another big name about her plan to run.
I don't speak for the president, but I will say no one will work harder than I will. I've communicated with him over the weekend, letting him know my plans to announce this morning.
Moving forward, Mace will take on Alan Wilson, Pamela Yvette, Ralph Norman, and Josh Kimbrell.
In Charleston, I'm Emma Charles. Count on 2.